Good morning. My name is Chris Chappell, and I welcome you all. And I would like to ask Narinjan to come up and stand next to me, and then I'll introduce our dignitaries. And our students are all on their way to spring break, so we will be an intimate group today and most likely tomorrow. And then we'll be joined with many members of the Jain community as we migrate to Buena Park tomorrow afternoon. And I would like to identify Narinjan, who has put all of this together. She's our clinical professor of Jain and Sikh Studies. And all of this is through the support of the Uberai Foundation and members of the Jain community and members of the Sikh community, some of whom are in the room today. So I would like to invite in sequence, and we'll go with first, and there's more people coming in, but I don't want us to delay getting started. But I want to introduce first my dean, Robin Crabtree. She's a professor of women's studies and communication studies, and I'd like you to come up just to say a word of welcome, and then she will be followed by Dr. Joe Hellige, who is the provost and essentially executive vice president of Loyola Marymount University.
I'm happy to see that it was beauty before age this morning. It's Friday. Let's get started on a fun note. So, as Dean of the Bellarmine College of Liberal Arts, it is my great pleasure to offer this morning's welcome to Loyola Marymount University, and especially to all our guests associated with this Jain and Sikh Studies Conference, especially those from off campus, though I know students, faculty, and staff and others are also here. We at LMU are committed to cultural and religious pluralism and delighted to feature the arts as the focus of this groundbreaking conversation between Sikhs and Jains. Let me mention as well that we are deeply grateful for the support of the Uberai Foundation and the community members, many of whom are here associated with that, and other organizations who've made this event possible as part of their sponsorship of our clinical professorship in Sikh and Jain studies that is held, of course, by Dr. Narinjan Khalsa. It's really been a pleasure working with these folks, local leaders of these communities. As I'm new to LA, I've been able to learn much more about the vibrancy, the cultural vibrancy, the history of these communities in Los Angeles through their civic and cultural work, through their collaboration with universities like LMU, and it's been a delight to partner on shared goals. The professorship held by Dr. Calls, as I mentioned, and this week's conference and related events are great assets to the educational program at LMU. Most of you, I hope, know that all of our undergraduates do take courses in theological studies through the broad core curriculum, and they are invited to take courses across religious traditions. In other words, they're not required to take Catholic theology courses, though we hope that they take Catholic philosophy, theology, and other intellectual perspectives through their curriculum. But I think it's important to mention that they are welcome to study the world's religious traditions at LMU, at this Jesuit and Catholic university. We also have a Master of Arts in Yoga Studies, which is unique in North America, and we have vibrant master's programs in theological studies, including good content in comparative theology and in pastoral theology, which is engaged in surrounding communities, and not only the Catholic community, but quite a lot in collaboration with the diocese. My own research in India and long-lasting close friendships with colleagues there deepens my sense of personal gratification to see programs like this flourish at LMU. With no further delay, let me say welcome again and namaste.
Morning. Yeah, I'm Joe Hellige. I'm Executive Vice President and Provost, and it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to Loyola Marymount University. Robin has said, half of what I was going to say, so I have to say a few other things. I think, I don't know how many of you have been to LMU. I don't know how many of you know about LMU and its mission. But one of the things that always strikes me about this institution is that it's a place, like many, with a mission statement, but it's a place where you can stop almost any faculty, staff, student on campus, and they can not only tell you what our mission statement is, but they can give you examples of the ways in which they and we live it. And it's not surprising that the first of the 3 points in our mission statement as a university is encouragement of learning. I mean, it's something that universities have in common. It's a place where we explore. It's a place where we're free to inquire and learn. The second pillar of our mission statement is education of the whole person. And that's something we take very seriously. It's a place that acknowledges that all of us, the president, provost, faculty, staff, students, guests, all of us come to this place with our own unique personal history, our own strengths, our own weaknesses, the things that stand in the way between us and our potential, between us and understanding more of why human beings are here populating this particular planet. And it's to nurture in all of us, in all ways that we can, not just in the classroom, but in experiences we have with one another. That spirit that develops that full potential and that takes advantage of both the common humanity that binds us together and the rich diversity that is part of the fabric, not only of the institution, but of humanity. And the third pillar of our mission statement is the service of faith and promotion of justice. And the promotion of justice and the belief that justice is a necessary component of one's faith or one's belief in what makes us human, our belief in what is good for the planet as we move forward is certainly not unique to Catholicism. It's not unique to Jesuit education. It's embodied in these traditions quite beautifully. And so it is appropriate, especially in light of the mission of this university, that we be a place where people can come, honor one another, respect one another's traditions, but in a deep sense go beyond respect to realize all of us have things to learn from one another. And so I add my welcome. I wish I could spend the day with you, but I've got to go off and do other things. I know that you will have an enriching time, and please don't think this is the last time you should come back to this university, because you will always be welcome here. So thank you.
I'd like to invite our chair of the theology department here at Loyola Marymount University, John Rothschild, up to just give a hello. And we're thankful for everybody to be here, and we welcome everybody. And hopefully we can have some great engaging discussions today. After John gives his welcome to everyone, then we will have Bob Van der Linden come up and give the first lecture of the day. Thank you.
Well, good morning. I just want to add my note of welcome, but also my note of thanks, particularly to Narinjan. The conference looks wonderful. I think it represents, as the provost said, really what LMU is all about, in that we are interested in critical academic scholarly inquiry, but we're really interested in building community and the ways in which we bring our perspectives, we bring our experiences, we bring our own understandings together to try to engage in a constructive exchange of ideas and to really see how these ideas can promote the common good and our shared life together. So I wish you all a wonderful couple days together. I know that a lot's gone in, and I think it's going to be an excellent conference. So welcome. Thank you so much.